Okay, hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Izzy. Today I'm gonna take you guys along with me to straighten my hair while I do a story time. So, this story time is about, the story time is about a time when I used to hate eating. I used to hate taking my meds and stuff like that. Also, just a heads up, this might be a trigger warning for people that are sensitive to eating or can't eat or have issues eating. So, yeah. So a while back, I think I was like 12, maybe 13, or maybe around 15 actually. I don't know how old I was, but I was young. This was about 6 years ago. I had this problem where, so I used to watch like, news stories about people putting stuff in food and stuff. You know how about like, how people would just like drug food or drug drinks for like TV shows about people drugging drinks and stuff and drugging food. So I used to watch a lot of that when I was younger and like the news and stuff. I would just watch some of that stuff, which I guess I probably shouldn't have. But I grew up fast in terms of the mind wise, how I just burned myself. But yeah, I used to watch a lot of crazy stuff. So from that I got very afraid. I got very afraid of eating. I got very afraid of just like stuff in general. But I got very afraid to eat. So there came a point in my life when I was about in 8th grade and I just stopped eating. I stopped taking my meds, which I know is not healthy, and yes, my parents do know now. At the time they kind of knew, but they didn't exactly know. Like, they knew about it, but they didn't know, I guess, how serious it was at the time until they really found out that I was losing a lot of weight and stuff. But yeah, so 8th grade, I would get to school and I would get my pills or my medicines, and I would I don't do any of this anymore, by the way. But I would get them and I would like hide them under the seat, or I would put them like in a cushion or something in the truck or something, or I would like put them in my backpack, and then when I got to school, I'll tell my dad, oh, I'll take them inside and take them. And then when I got inside, I would like throw them in the trash or something. And then it just became a very big problem, and I started losing tons of weight because of it. And because of that also, I stopped eating. Like, I stopped eating like at all. Like, I would not eat like anything. So obviously it became hard to live when I wasn't eating. So my parents tried to get me to eat, but if anybody knows me, knows that I'm stubborn and I'm not one to listen. So I was just like, oh no, I'll be okay. Well, it kind of kept getting worse, and so I had to go to the doctor or to the hospital and start doing iron infusions because I wouldn't eat, I wouldn't take my meds, I just wouldn't do it because I was so scared of overdosing. I was so scared of I was so scared of the fact that like I was just so scared of the fact that like I was literally like being forced. Well, I wasn't being forced, but I was eating and I was so scared I was gonna overdose or something. Like, I was literally terrified of it. So I was just like, I told my parents, like, no, 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 no. And it kind of got to a point where it was not dangerous, but I don't know, stuff like that. And yeah, and then I started getting better and stuff, and I started eating again, and now I'm getting better and stuff. But all that was because someone was at a restaurant and someone broke a wine glass right next to my table, the table next to me, and they broke it, and the glass, like, you know how glass shatters, so the glass shattered, and instead of going down, it went out when the glass shattered, and glass somehow managed to land in my food. So there was glass in my food, and I ate it because, you know, it was food. I didn't know glass landed in my food, so I was just like, oh, I'm gonna eat my food. And then all of a sudden, I see BLOOD in my food, and I was like thinking it was ketchup. I'm not gonna spell it out. I'm not gonna say it because I might get this might get taken down, but I saw BLOOD in my food, and I was like, what? But I didn't think much of it because I was like, oh, it's just ketchup, like, I'll be fine. I was like, my mouth kind of hurts, but I thought it was just ketchup, and I thought I just like burned myself with a piece of food or something. So I was like, oh, okay, like, I'll be fine. Well, then I started trying to process it, and I was like, wait a minute, like, this isn't right. And I was like checking my food and stuff, and there was parts of my food that had BLOOD on it that didn't have ketchup on it, and I was like, okay. So I was like, let me just go to the bathroom and make sure. I went to the bathroom, and I literally lost it. Like, I was freaked out. I was crying, I was upset, I was like so scared, because literally there was like BLOOD literally gushing from my mouth, and I was like, what is going on? Like, what is happening? Like, why is this happening? Like, what is going on? And I was like, what? Bless you. And come to find out, there was glass in my food, which I actually don't remember how we found that out, but I think it's because I spit out a little piece of glass or something. But I was like, there was glass in my food, and I was like, what the actual heck is going on? And we called the ambulance, and the ambulance came, and I didn't go to the hospital because by the time they got there and everything, I already stopped bleeding and stuff, and it wasn't really that bad. It just cut the top of my mouth, and I didn't swallow it. I didn't swallow the glass. It just cut me, and there was just BLOOD everywhere, but I never swallowed it. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll be fine. But then after that, it was just traumatizing. Like, I mean, it was just traumatizing. So I was like, what the actual heck? And I was just like, you know, like, you go through your life, like, eating normal foods, and then that happens, and it's just like, well, like, what am I supposed to think now? Like, I mean, you know, like, but yeah, that's basically what happened, and it was just a very traumatic experience, and that's why I stopped eating and stopped taking my meds for so long, because I got very paranoid and very scared. But after a while, I started eating again, started taking my meds again, and now I take my meds, and yeah, and I'm healthy as I can be now, and it's just like yeah, like I'm good now, but that was a very scary situation. Like it was traumatizing, honestly. And yeah, I don't know. I was just like, and I don't take scary stuff well. Like I'm like, what is going on? Like I feel like when things happen to me that are not good, I feel like I failed people, and it's just like, what? Like, what is actually going on? Like, I feel like I'm failing people. Like I feel like I'm letting people down. And it's just like, you know. But yeah, that's basically what happened. Um, yeah. But yeah, that is my story time for today. And I hope y'all enjoyed that while I straightened my hair. And if y'all want any more story times, let me know. But yeah, just let me know what y'all want to see, and I will post it for y'all on YouTube. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope y'all have an amazing, safe, and fun day. Yeah, please comment, subscribe. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below if you've had a scary experience, if you've had a scare in your life, and if you have, tell me a little bit about it. And if you don't want to, that's totally fine too. Just say if you have or not. And if you don't want to talk about it, that's totally fine. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope y'all have an amazing and safe day. Bye. Izzy out.